Hello and welcome students to this new tutorial. In this tutorial we are going to build a plugin simple website. Now let's go to the studio and start coding to the simple blogging website. Here I have some dummy data related to blogging which I have generated with the help of ChatGPT. So you can also go and generate this data with the help of ChatGPT. I'm also okay, it's giving me an error. I think this is the error. Yes, no, it's solved. I will provide you it in my GitHub repo. So before starting the video, I'm going to start here my GitHub. So git init for GitHub starting. Make sure that you have git in your PC. So this command will work. So now git add git commit and initial commit. Now let's add the repository. So here I'm going to add the repository from GitHub. Now here go to new. Now here and give it the name of YT blogging. Now come here and make sure I have made it public. Now come to repository, create repository. Here now it's giving you some commands. Yes, let's copy these three. Okay, these three as I have done the others. Now let's come and paste it here and let me clear this. Okay, now let's see what's happening. Yes, now I'm going to create first the a hero. I have not decided how to build what to build, but let build git checkout be what is the name of it's a hero section. Yes, hero section. I come to the app.jsx and clear this everything and rfce. Yes, and come to this src and here create the folder with the name of components, and in this component folder I have to create a file with the name of hero section.jsx. Now let me here. Yes, now I'll have to make this, but before making, yes, give it some style. Now let's give it style of width should to be full and it should to be I think full screen, and bg this one I don't know what color is this, and text should to be this. Now let's see how it's looking. Let's come to this app.jsx and here use this. If I come and use this, what is the name, hero section. Yes, come now let's watch how it is. Now before I will have to spin my what is called to this server. Now let go to browser and check if I check. Yes, good. Disconnect this one. Let's go to a local host of this. Yes, now here it's nothing is shown. Let me see why. I don't know why, but let me write something here in this hero section. For example, h1 a hero section. Now let's see whether it's looking or not. Okay. I have not installed yet the tailwind, so I was thinking why it's not working. Let's come here and install the tailwind, paste it here, and come again here. What I did, oh my god, I think see I should copy this one. Now let's go and copy these three dependencies and paste it in the index.css. Here I will have to clear this whole style and paste it here only, and yes, it's done, but I will have to copy this thing and paste it in the tailwind.config file, which is creating after installing these dependencies. So let's wait for this. So yes, I will have also to clear this app.css, not app.jsx. So here I clear this everything, and I think I should delete this file. Yes, nice, good. And I will have to come to the Tailwind config file and replace it with this. Now here this content is saying that whatever in these folders are, apply the CSS of Tailwind on this. So here if I go to and I run the server again, run there, and I will have to zoom it a little bit. Yes, now it's good. Now let's see what changes. Now here you can see now it is changed and it's looking pretty good. Now let's come here and I will have to go to the hero section. In this hero section I will have to make the display of flicks, make it flicks, and I think justify center is good for now, and item should a flicks call, and item flicks call, and item should to goes center. Yes, now let come and check. Yes, working. Now I'll have here to write in it one simple blogging app with some styling class, and here I'm going to give it the text of 4xl 7xl. Okay, 7xl. Font should to go extra bold, and yeah, text should to be white, I think. Yes, it's already white. Now let's see. Here you can see simple blogging app is now shown, and I will have to write here something like P. Let me choose some text for this. This blogging app contain the daily basis live information like cricket, news,
यार पीछे देखो
cooking,
क्या
food cooking. Let me first format the document. Food cooking, programming, and much more. Text info. Now let's see what's here. You can see, but I will have to make it little bit beautiful. Class empty should to be 4, and let me see. Yes, good, but I'll have to make it little bit bigger, as text should to goes to 2xl, I think, and the font should go to semi bold, serif not semi bold. Yes, now let's see. Okay, but I will have to center it. Text should to go to center, and now let if I see it's good, but I will have to give it some padding to this G. Let me give it some padding of I think 4. Nice, this is really super cool. Okay, it's good now. Okay, but I will have to decrease the size a little bit of the screen, so it should to goes on 2 by 3. Oh no, it's not good. I think what should go, let me go with 80 now it's good, it's looking pretty good. Now let create, let push this code to the GitHub, git add, git commit m a hero section done, and git should to be push. Now let copy this command. Okay, what the heck, now again git push, copy this command. Yes, and now I will have to go to the main branch and merge it with the main. I will have to merge it with the hero section, and also update this code on GitHub. So let's create git add, git checker, sorry, be blagging card. I'm going to create the blagging card. Now let's create here, and to this component, and here I'm going to create the blagging card. So here blagging, sorry, make sure to capitalize it, blagging card.j6. Now let's come here, and I think I should to disable this everything. Okay, it was okay, but I'm going to do this. Let me import the data before from the data. I'm going to give it some name, const blagging and data is equal to this thing. Now let's come to this. I will have to export it. Let export const export. Now let's come to the blagging card, and here I'll have to import this data. Blagging data, yes. Now let me console this before using. Okay, blagging data, and use this component in the app.j6 in order to show the data. So what was the name of blagging card? Yes. Now let's see in the, if I show you a reload. Okay, I think I was stop the server run dev, but now let's see what's happening. If I reload it again, yes, it's giving 10 data. Here you can see this data. Okay, now I'll have to create this card little bit beautiful class, and this should to be width, w should to goes off 40, and height should goes to, okay, height should goes to 32. So far I'll give it some bg alpha, black for now, and round it should to be md, and shadow of lg. Now let's see what's happening. If I show you here, you can see the small, but I will have to give it some width and height. How I can do this? So let's come here, edit this and wrap this in a div. It's simple HTML CSS which I'm writing, turn on CSS. So here I'm going to give it some amount of padding, 4, yes, and give min height of screen for now. Here you can see this is now visible, but I will have to make it a little bit bigger in order to look beautiful. So here I come to the here blagging card, and here I'm going to display, okay, image, and in this image I'm going to display for now the image of first item in the related to the blagging, and here I'm going to style it little bit, give it the name of class name, and let width full, height full, and object should to be cover. Now let's see how it is. Here you can see it is now visible. Okay, I will have to work accordingly. Here I'll have to give it the width of height of 40 and the width of 48. I think 48 is not present. It's present. Okay, but I will have to make it 60. Okay, it's not looking good, but h1, and this h1 should contain the blagging first card data for checking. Now let's see how it's looking. Okay, it's good, and let me style it little bit good. So here I'm going to style it a little bit. For example, I'm going to text excellent font should to be semi bold. Here you can see it's not good. Now I'm going to make it truncative, so that truncate, so that it will be like this. It's not looking more pretty, and yes, I think it's good. Here I'm going to display the description, h2 description, and blagging that author. Okay, author is remaining, but I think yeah, Janto is author. Now let's make it little bit beautiful. I think there should to be, okay, it's good. class name, and there should take of sm. Now let's see how it's okay. It's good and cool. Now I will have to see what is in data actually. If I go to data and here it's a id, title, description, image, category, author, and the date. So let also add the category. Here I'm going to this blogging card, and in this blogging card I'm going to make a div, and in this div I'm going to paste this, and also in okay in another h2 where I'm going to pass the blogging data 0 dot category, yes, and make this div flex and justify should to between, justify between, yes. Now if I show you this here you can see okay it's looking pretty, but I will have to decrease the font of this. Text should goes to SMN, BG should to be black, and the text should to be white, and PF1 and rounded MDLG, sorry LG. Now let's see how it is. How you can see now it's looking pretty good, but I'm not sure to give it a height and width. Let me give this a height and width. I'm going to give it the width of about 300 pixel, and I'm going to give it some padding of 4 I think. I think it's good now. Now let's see. Oh my god, I will also to give it some amount of width and height, so it should to goes to 300 pixel, and okay, and height should to be some nearby of 250 pixel I think, in order to look beautiful. Okay, it's too much the height, I don't know why. Okay, I will have to give it some height. Height should to be full. Now let me see. Now it's looking more good, but I will have to give it more height as it is overflowing, so height to 300. Okay, what is the reason behind this? Now let's give it some amount of BG should to be green. For checking why it's not okay. Now let's see what is the reason of this. Either they are a child of this or not. They're all included in this, but I don't know why they are not taking. As I'm going to fit. Now let's check what is happening. Okay, it's not good, but I will have to make it little bit of 250 pixel I think. Now it's looking good. I was to do this, and the height should to be full I think. The width should to be full, and let remove this background color and check. Now it's looking pretty good, but I will have to give it some margin. Okay, I'm giving it margin top of 2. Now let's check. It's good now, and yes, I think. Now let come and the app.jsx, and here I'm going to give it some margin of top. MTF I think 8 will good. Okay, but I'm going to apply this color on the whole app. So how I will, so come here to the hue section and copy this background color from here, background color, and let go to the app.jsx, and this come to this, and here I'm going to pass it. BG should to be this one, and main height of screen. Now let's check whether it has worked or not. Let me refresh it. I think it has not worked. Why? Because of this, and also now I think it should work. Yes, it has worked. Now I'll have to change the color to text should goes to white. Now here you can see this is now white. Okay, here I will have to write something like in the hero section here in H2 to let test blocks are, let me write here daily blocks. This should to be styled little bit, and the text center, let me check it. Now it's looking pretty, but I'll have to give it some MYF4. Now it's good, but I'm going to style the car little bit. Let come here, and the BG should to be black before, but I'm going to change it. Now let's check. Okay, it's for blogging. Where is the card here? I'm going to pass the BG of black, and let's change this black to little bit grayish. Let's check. Yes, I think it's good. I'm not going to make it fancy, but I'm showing you how to enable routing and single uh, uh, data route. I'm going to show you only this. Now I'm going to make it cursor pointer. The pointer should be cursor when I have this, and also the on hour I should pass to scale. I think scale should go to 105, and I think I should hover, and the hover brightness should to come to 90. And now let's check. Here you can see now it's working perfectly. Okay, I'll have to map the data now. Here I come to this blogging section. Now let's come and this blogging card. Okay, to the app.jsx. Here I'm going to wrap this in a separate div. You can also create a separate component for this, just like bloggings or blogging list, but I'm going to make it here. First I will have to import the blogging data. Yes, import. Here you can see it is now imported from the data, and I'm going to map this data, and the data here it's taking two. One is blog and the other is index. Now let go and return some value. Here I'm returning the blogging card. Here if I show you, now it take the index. Here if I show, here you can see this data is now visible. Now let me make it little bit beautiful in order to flicks, and the gap should goes to 3, and okay, and flicks rip. Now let's see how it's looking. Oh my god, it's really good. Here you can see it's really good. Now I will have to pass the data. Now come here to this point and pass blog as a prop. I'm clearing all these things to you which I have teach to you guys in the previous video. So here now the concept is using a prop. Let's see how this is passing from this parent to the child. Here the child is the blogging card. Now here I will have to receive this in this. Either you can destructure it here, or you can also go with the props. Here I'm going to destructure it. So what was the name? Let me go to the app.jsx, and here you can see the blog. Now I will have come here. I'm coming here and using the data of blog. Now let's come and use this data in this app blog, and now let's check this blog. Okay, Now here I will have to pass it like this. Black dot what is this? This should to be title, I think. Yes, title. Like the title, and this should to goes to black dot author and this should to be black dot category. Now let me show you black dot category, and now come to this image, and this image should to be replaced with black dot image. Now let's check. Oh, it's now you can see this that it is replaced with this data. Now let me center it a little bit in order to look it beautiful. So okay, I will have to come to f.jsx, and here I'm going to justify its center. Now here I'm going to center it a little bit. Here you can see, if I show you here, you can see it is now good. Okay, now it is looking really pretty. And now I want to unclick of it should redirect me to another page. Here I will have to push this to the GitHub. How I can do this? Git add and git commit, and this with the m blagging card done. And now I'll have to post this. Here, copy this command, and I will have to paste it in the terminal. Now let as I have pushed the data, now get merge this data with the blogging card, and now let me push this data again. Yes, now it's pushed. I will have to install one library for routing, which is called React Router. Now this is enabling us to perform routing in our React applications. Now let's wait. Here now I'm going to pass what? Yes, I'm going to create a branch for it. Git checkout be single block. Now I'm getting the single block. How I can do this? Now let's come here and let me go and create here a file. Okay, here and this I want to wrap this block in a link. This should to be imported from the React Router link, and it take 2, and the 2 should go to blogging, and here it should go to blog.id. Okay, blogging, not blog. Blog.id. Okay, I'm wrong. Sorry. Come to the blogging card. Actually, I was ripping this one. Link. This should take 2, and this 2 should goes to yes blogging and the blog ID. Now let me paste it here. Now let's see what is happening. Whenever I'm clicking on any of the blog, okay, it does not redirecting me. Now let me enable the routing before. Come to the main.jsx, and here I'm going to wrap this one in the browser router. This should to be imported from the React router room. Wrap this in this. Now let me go to the app.jsx, and here I'm going to enable the routing now. But here let cut this everything and make sure to import a div, and this div should be routes, and here this should contain the route. Okay, route, and this route should to be imported from the React router DOM. And now here I'm passing the path. The path should go to element slash, and this slash should contain the element of home. Now let's create this component here. Home.jsx, and here create the simple React component, and it should return this everything. Now let me import this blogging data and this hero section. Also I will have to import this blogging card. Now I think if I go to app, here it should work. Yes. If I refresh the screen, here you can see it is still visible, but I will have to reload I think the server again. npm run dev. Here if I show you it's working or not. Okay, I think there is some error. Now let me see. Okay, home is not defined. So come to app.jsx, and here I'm going to import this home. Now let's see. Now you can see this is now visible, and the blogging are also visible. Now on each click I want to go to the, here you can see it is directing me to this page. Now I will have to create this. So how I can create this? Let's come to this, and here I'm going to route, and it should take path, and this path should go to blogging ID, and now element, and this element should go to be blogging card. Now I will have to create separate page for this. So let's create single blog. Now let's create this single blog page here. The J6. Now let me. Okay, I'll have to import this here. Now let's see what is happening. Here you can see now if on any black click I will redirect to this page. For example, I'm going to, here you can see it's 5 and single black. Now how I can get this data from here? First go to the single blog, and here we'll have to import the blogging data. Import blogging data. Okay, I think it's well. Now I will have to use a hook which is called use param. I think I think I will have to use the param hook, const param, and use param hook should to be used here I think, which is importing from the React router DOM. Here I'm going to clg params, and okay, now let's see before the param what's returning to me. You can see an object, and this object contains the ID which is 5. Okay, great. Now I have to compare this ID with the ID containing in this blogging data. Now let's come, and I'm going to const single blog data is equal to blogging data dot find, and this should goes to blog, this blog.id it is equal to, we should to convert this to number, and this should to be params.id. Now let's console this data, what we are getting in this data. Let's single Here console this single black data. Now let's see what are returning in this. Here you can see we have returned the whole everything in this. Now let me use it here in this. Here I'm going to use an image tag, and in this image tag I'm passing the image of the single black data. Here if I show you, here you can see it is now visible. Now let me write everything before showing you. So here I'm going to pass the class name, and this class name should to be flex, and justify should to be no gap. Let's give it some gap of I think 6, and I think it's not good. Now I'm going to use here some thing. Here should create a div, and in this div I'm going to pass an h1, and this h1 should contain the single black the title, and I'm going to give it some style. This should to be textile, and the font should to be semi bold. Now let's see what's happening. Okay, it's not visible. Okay, it's visible. Now let's give it some amount of width, padding from top. Now let's give it some padding from which, from here, pf6. I think it should work, I think. Now let it good, and let me decrease the size of image a little bit. So here I'm going to give it some class value, and this should to here I'm going some width of from some height of near to 400 pixel. Now let's check out it. It's not worked. Yes, I will have to write in this way. Okay, now make this justify center. Let games are BG. It's okay. What is the previous BG? It's I think. Here I'm going to pass the main height of screen, and let's give it some text of white. I think white. Yes. Now let's check. Here it's good. Now I'll have to round the image little bit. I'll check. Yes, it's rounded now. And pass the other thing, other what to us. Here I'm going to pass the other data just like in H2 and P. I'm passing the description, and now let's see what is the description for this. Here you can see this is description, and let me pass the other div, and in this div I'm going to pass in P the author, plugging that author, and make it flex, gap of I think 20, and in this P, and this P should contain plugging that dot category. Now let's check. It is not visible. I don't know why. Okay, I'll have to check the data. What is for this? Come to data, author, and category, but it is not visible here. What can be the reason? Blogging data. Okay, I will have to use a single blogging. Sorry. And here also single blogging. Now let's check whether it's visible. Now you can see it's visible. Now let's give it some amount of MY should to be 6. Now let's check. It's good now. Okay, and further I'm going to pass here the date. This P should contain the date. Now let's check. Here you can see everything is now visible, and if I click on any block of this, you will see redirected to their data. This is how we are creating application which is redirecting us, and this is actually not reloading the page whenever we are going from one page to another. Here you can see, if I click the investment, here you can see the basic cryptocurrency, and this everything is returning. So it was all about creating a simple blogging app. I was not intended to make it beautiful or stylized, but I was showing you the how we are using React Autodome, how we use it. First we define the routes here in the app.j6, and here we created the dynamic output id, and in this where I imported the data from the data folder and use param hooks from the React Autodome, which enabling us to capture the data from the params. And here I use this hook. Here you can see comparing the data which including the params, and finding the data in the blogging data, and this is holding now in the single block data, and here you can see the data I have used in this screen. So this was all about. Now let me post this code on GitHub, git add, and git commit single block done. And now let's push it on GitHub, git push. Now let him copy this one and paste it here. Now here I should to check out the main branch, and this should to be merged with the single block. Now let's push this everything to the GitHub, and done. We done the project in just under 1 hour. So thank you.